sunshines. I hope that you all are doing really well today, and I also hope that you guys are having a great week this week. And I also hope that you guys are just enjoying a nice and relaxing day. And yeah, so in this video, I will be showing you guys how I made this 1950s inspired dress from an authentic 1950s sewing pattern that I have. This isn't the dress, by the way, and my camera just moved. One moment, let me fix that. Sorry guys. Okay. Yeah, this setup isn't the best. I have my camera set up like this. You guys can see this dress right here. But anyway, this is not the 1950s inspired dress from the 1950s vintage pattern that I use. This dress is actually a 1968 dress that I made from a 1968 sewing pattern. I just want to show you guys this because this is actually the first dress that I've ever made with my sewing machine, and I am so proud of it. It does have a little bit of flaws because it bunches up in the bust area. I should have gave more seam allowance. If you're not familiar with sewing terms, basically seam allowance gives you more room, since when you sew clothes become more smaller once they're sewn together, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so the sewing pattern, though, if you're wondering, that I used to make this dress is actually this one. This is from a Simplicity sewing pattern, again from 1968, and I made this one right here. So yeah, just want to show you guys that. So the second dress that I made, which will be part of this video in a voiceover part, is made from this 1950s sewing pattern right here, and I made the one right here using thrifted bed sheets. They're like these floral pastel bed sheets. It kind of looks like something from the 80s. But yeah, so the dress that I made from this pattern is actually the view C, which is right here. This one is so cute and it's very summery or spring. My dress looks kind of spring-like because of the pastel colors and the floral. So I cannot wait to wear it next year in 2023. On Easter, I am super excited to wear it on Easter, anytime in the spring really. Maybe a little bit, well yeah, throughout the summer too next year. And maybe even to my 10-year high school reunion, which is going to be next year. So I'm super excited for that. This pattern, by the way, is a Butterick sewing pattern. The pattern number on here is 9369. 9369. As you can see right up there near where it says 50 cents. So that's how much this cost at the time. But anyways, the Whispering Your Guys' Names video for my 100 subscriber special, that video will be coming next. I just have to finish organizing a few things to But anyway, just wanted to let you guys know all of that video is coming soon. So hope you guys will enjoy this video of me putting together that 50s dress though. And yeah, love you sunshine so much and enjoy. Okay, so the first thing that I did is that I laid out the front bodice piece and the back bodice piece on the thrifted bed sheet, so that way I could later cut them out. And let me tell you, I was so nervous pinning down and to eventually cut out these pattern pieces, because like I was saying in the intro, this is only the second time that I've sewed using a pattern, let alone vintage pattern, before. I've done thrift flips and whatnot, but never like making an actual garment before from sewing, so it was kind of intimidating, but I think I did a pretty good job the second time. Anyways, so this is me just marking down where that dot is for where the strap would go. Or should I say straps? I don't know why I didn't say that plural at first. Sorry guys. But anyway, so this pattern piece called for a 36 bust. Now my bust measures 45 inches. So I had to add 7 inches so that way it would fit me. A little hack, if you ever want to sew, it is possible, guys, to be able to wear a garment that may be too small for you from a smaller sewing pattern. You just gotta make it bigger like I'm doing here. And you just gotta make sure you know your measurements very well. And it still is possible, like I said, to wear just as long as you buy a vintage sewing pattern that's close to your size, if that makes sense. But here I am marking this triangle piece, which in the sewing language is called a dart. A dart is when you take the triangle piece and pull it together, and you sew over that line, and it makes it more fitted and nice looking. Obviously here I am cutting out the altered front bodice piece that I made to my measurements in order to fit me. That's me cutting away. And oh yeah, that's the back bodice piece. Again, I was cutting that out, and I should have explained before that the bodice is basically the top part of a dress. Think of it this way: if you were to wear a tank top with a skirt, the tank top would be considered the bodice, and the skirt that you're wearing with the tank top would be considered the bottom of a dress. That's just the way I see it. It helps me to remember it better that way. But here I am sewing, or should I say hemming, the front bodice and back bodice pieces. But over here I am knotting what I just did, so there's a knot in there, so that way the thread that I just sewed will not come undone. And this project, by the way, took me about a day to make. It's so easy. It literally says on the pattern, quick and easy. Yeah, it only took me a day, like I said, and I'm very pleased with how it turned out, which you guys will see the finished product in a little try-on clip at the end of this video. And here I was, I can't remember, but I think I was either A, hemming the back bodice piece, or B, sewing the front and back bodice pieces together. I don't know, I'm pretty sure right here I was hemming the back bodice piece. But anyway, here actually is when I was pinning the front and back bodice pieces together to be sewn together. Yeah, okay, this is the part that I was telling you all about. So this is me once again, like I was saying, sewing the front and back bodice pieces together to make one big piece of fabric. And that's the skirt, which would eventually become the bottom part of the dress. And yeah, so that's me just cutting it out to my measurements, since I had to make the skirt bigger as well to fit my hips. And that's me putting the skirt together in this clip right here. And I did mess up this part a little bit, but I was able to fix it, and I am so glad I was able to fix it. But unfortunately, the skirt is at a slant when I go to wear it, because like I said, I messed up a little bit. But that's okay, because it looks like it was supposed to be that way on purpose, and it actually looks good with the skirt at a slant. It looks kind of trendy. So yeah, and here's one of the last few steps. So I was cutting out 4 strips of fabric that would eventually become the 4 straps, so that way I could tie each strap together to make like a little bow. I don't know if that's making sense, but you'll see what I mean in the try-on clip. But that's me right there sewing each of the 4 straps to like fold it over, so that way they wouldn't fray or anything like that and look more put together. Once again, if that makes any sense to you. I'm not very good at explaining things. And then right here, I'm just cutting away the thread with my scissors to get the machine ready for the last few parts. But anyway, so then here, I'm hand stitching these straps onto the dress. It's starting to look more like a dress, but I prefer to hand stitch straps on when I do dresses and thrift flips and stuff like that. I don't know why, I just prefer it that way. It's so much easier that way to hand stitch them on versus with the machine. You have a nice steady hand that way. But anyways, here's the fun part, the reveal of the dress. So this is how view C from my Butterick 9369 sewing pattern turned out. And the bodice in this fits me so much better than the 1968 dress turned out that you guys saw in the intro to this video. That's the back of the dress, and the tie straps, you can see they make a bow when you tie them. Those are some thrifted white sandals that I'm wearing with this dress. I think this look would look so good at church on Easter Sunday next year, for Easter in 2023. But anyways, thanks guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I love you, sunshine, so much.